Good evening, everyone. It is I, Yyfgarl Thundercop, bringing you another episode of Total War Warhammer 3, The Bloody Hands. On the last episode, we finished off the Oracles of Tzeentch, I think. I mean, I hope we did. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. Oh, shit. Well, I'm not going to say no to running the block more. Oh, sweet mother of God. I forgot how horrible the costs were. So here's a funny bit that you're all going to find hilarious. Apparently, my army bonus of the physical resistance is nullified by magical attacks, which is Kairos' primary gimmick. Who'd have thunk?
Joy.
But anyways, Garrison Lord not moved. That's a gnarly tree hugger.
Now.
Just level that up. That other one's Dylan. Hero not moved.
What you want?
How much we got in the damage walls? Settlement does not have walls. Okay.
Great profit.
We're just gonna building upgrade available. Okay. Huh. Okay, I was just really confused. I was like, are these all just the same skill? That was Mumbo Jumbo Chant. Okay, that sounds cool. See, I'm debating if I want to start going into, more of his, like, leadership ones. I do want Titanic Beat. That sounds pretty good. So I guess I'll go with, GORK and MORK for now. Sorry about that. I was reading all those. And we're going to end our turn. Alright, everyone. We've just unlocked one of Wurzogg's second mission. The crooked moon has appeared in the sky for many nights, its baleful grin seen clearly by the tribe. Is it GORK or MORK's face in the green moon? Depends which tribe you ask. Some boys want to question... Some boys want to query Wurzog about it, but none dare enter his hovel. The prophet finally emerges from his ramshackle hut, revealing they must go to Blackfire Pass, where a defensive force of the Empire intends to trap them. Wurzog is unperturbed, even when his spies inform him that a vanguard of the Empire's heroes have sworn to bring the Savage Orc Shaman's head. The Savage Orc Shaman's head directly to Karl Franz. Wurzog smiles his most crooked grin. Once they are dead, his staff of bone will be imbued with MORK's breath. He knows this. He has already seen it. Oh, God. And what are we dealing with? Oh. And reinforcements expected? I mean, I'm not scared of the Empire frontline. I'm more scared of the Empire's ranged units. Oh, and the fact that they've got a lore of the sky, a celestial lore, and a lore of fire, and 2 witch hunters, and a priest of Sigmar. Let's just put that on that. The Greenskins, a natural and violent order. Orcs and goblins are often encountered together in the same tribe. This is the natural order of greenskin life, the strong ruling over the weak. The more powerful orc mobs are only too eager to include goblins, as this gives them someone to boss about, and the runts are easily bullied into doing the most unpleasant chores. And orcs As orcs despise almost everything except fighting, goblins do all the mundane jobs around camp, such as gathering fuel for fires, erecting crude huts, and digging out the drops, the greenskin latrines. In return for their work, goblins gain the protection of their larger kin, despite suffering constant kicks and cuffs at the orcs' flout, despite suffering constant kicks and cuffs as the orcs flout their dominance. While the lowliest goblins suffer as slave class, the more wily amongst their number can learn to manipulate their somewhat dimmer kin. It is well known that Grobbit Legbiter, a goblin considered wickedly cunning even by his own kind, is the mastermind that plans the raids of the Broken Tooth tribe, even though that tribe is primarily composed of orc mobs and ruled by the formidably large orc warboss, Urk da Stunty Stampa. Beyond the natural dominance of strong over weak, there is little semblance of order in a greenskin tribe. Things constantly change and often do so in a hurry. The wilds in which most tribes live are dangerous places, subject to attack by all manner of foes and monsters, including other orcs and goblins. Tribes alter constantly as old mobs leave to seek their own way, new mobs join to seek their own way. As old mobs leave to seek their own way, new mobs join, and war bosses fall as stronger challengers rise up to take over. It has been said that should all the orcs and goblins of the world unite, they would soon conquer every other race, but greenskin tribes are fractious and would But greenskin tribes are fractious and would greenskin tribes are fractious and would I had the same problem yesterday when I was talking with Wilbulk. I kept saying, I tried to say Ray Harryhauser, not Roy Harryhauser, but every time I'd say Roy, I'd go hui hui shush. It's annoying, but greenskin tribes are fractious and much rather fight each other for dominance than cooperate for some greater campaign against a distant enemy. Wait, where the hell? Oh, right.
I'll crush them all!
I probably should actually, get more income. Gonna, what army's he growing in the Plain of Tuskers?
Leave while you can.
Mostly flying units.
Huh?
What heroes do we have access to? We could get an orc big boss, but I think we should just recruit some more archers for recruit mob. Still don't know how that works, but I think just getting some. Wait, we don't have access to goblin archers? What? Oh, whatever. That one will be good. I miss you, Quake Rockman. I had a dream, you know, that, like, there was just another Quake Rockman on its way to save the day. I was sadly wrong. What are these? Oh yeah, these are the dude. This is the dude that, like, the chameleon dude who, like, Chaos fucking hates. And that's a very angry looking sword. Or proxy sword. Do I want to trust them to finish off Voltrax, or do I just want to get back to the mainland? I think getting back to the mainland would be a better idea. Because in all honesty, I think that's just a smarter idea, so. Alright. Oh, fucking. Some orcs carry bows. These orcs, known as our boys, are viewed suspiciously by the rest of the boys, for archery is considered a bit goblin-y, which is weird because in 40k, every orc's got a shooter. To be fair, I think in an era where gunpowder weapons just dominate everything, you're not really made fun of, but I'm not gonna say this. If I saw an orc running at me with an axe, I'd be more like, fuck. I'm dying. Oatmeal. As Araboys can prove their prowess in combat, such oddities can be overlooked. Still, it is best not to camp next to Araboys, as a hail of arrows periodically pincushions passerbys. Yelling our name to Araboys is a proven way to alleviate camp boredom and the start of many a good ruckus. Araboy bosses are notorious dead-eye shots that often order their mobs to keep shooting corpses long after their foes have fallen, as it's good practice. I am surrounded by, oh joy, the people who are in charge of guarding the Sword of Cain have claimed the Sword of Cain. Good for them.
Green prophet. Only way.
Wait, no, if I full sail, can I make it? Yes, I can. We can make it, boys. We made it home. We're back in our own territory. And we also can call to Wa.
I see the winds.
I think that's an army we can take, honestly.
I'm the prophet.
Alright, I can't recruit anything in this. Alright, I forgot my whole thing was just recruiting error boys because they fuck with the auto-resolve. I'm not joking about that. I have a mod that fixes that because I'm not a huge fan of the auto-resolve just being like basically like you just stack a bunch of ranged units and you can win.
This is my land.
We're gonna want to move. When does our territory begin and theirs ends? There.
I'm off. I do not converse with fools.
Okay, well, you know, fuck you. I'm not a fool. In fact, I'm pretty sure my dick's bigger than yours. What's that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I've just been informed that that greenskins do not have penises. Rip in chat for our boys. Hero not moved. Are you gonna attack him? You just keep scouting the Chaos Waste area of this. Honestly. See, my plan is to maybe try and take Lustria. How much do I need to succeed? That's diplomacy. I always do that. Okay, so how do I win? Oh, I just need 30 settlements. Okay. If we're going for the long one, I need 6 of... Which I'm going to go for short. Because in all honesty, as much as I do love this game, it grates after a bit. Because eventually it just gets to the point your armies are so strong and your economy is so good that you just kind of steamroll everything. Well, boys, I can either run from this fight or we can fight it. I think we should fight it. It says close defeat, and you know what? Details, details. Let's see. I've got a larger front line than theirs. The issue is they have flying units, which are going to be annoying to take out. But that's why we got the Ara boys, the Error boys. I don't know how you say that. I'm not British, so I can't turn off my Sorry, I'm not Cockney British, so I can't. So I don't really properly pronounce vowels improperly. Because I know the thing with Cockney accents is that like they don't say theater, they say theta a lot with like a Cockney accent. All right, we're in the fight. I'm not going to channel magic because 25 is a pretty good starting one. Okay, we've got Freddie Mercury. He's standing in the front line because he's a Vanguard deployment. Oh, right, because I think I have a research for that. That goblins get that. Wait. No. Just him. Well, we don't want him in the front line. But we want him to rouse the troops with an epic-ass song. He's gonna be like, it's a kind of magic. He's gonna sing Who Wants to Live Forever? Who wants to live forever? You know what? This looks pretty good. We're gonna put these guys up here. I'm just gonna tell you, the AI will just, like, bum rush for your, Quick, we gotta rush. Like, real quick. Alright, so our wall. Okay. We gotta get that charged up. I think that's gonna be our key to victory right here. Toggle that off. Men! We will fight! We may die!
Let's get 'em, boys! Ready!
Night Goblin Simon! Gonna kill him!
I'll do it! Go, go, go! Ready! Go, go, go! Get her! Let's go!
Firemen!
Time for slaughtering! Ready! Go, go, go!
No, no, don't move!
Ready to bash!
Because ready! Night Goblin Simon! No,
Oh, I...
Spell snap!
Waits me! Morgan! Run, boys! Arrow boys! For cloak!
Let's fight!
The war is here! With orcs on war!
Everyone hit him with the wall!
Charge! Get going!
Ready? Slower! Arrow boys!
Night Goblin Simon!
Ah,
Take that!
shoot, men!
Running!
The war is here! Moving fast!
Spells ready! Gonna kill him! Who can we stand?
Time for a scrap!
Come on, give us another wall!
Not today! Doing it!
Here we go! Ready! Wait for war!
Stickers ready!
Oh, they're immune to psychology. That doesn't mean that they're immune to routing. Duh.
This is gonna get messy! Let's fight!
Mushrooms for me!
Wait, where the hell's Porgax? Oh, there he is. Come on, we can win this.
Arrow boys! Come on, boys!
Please, goblins!
Arrow boys!
Stabbers ready! Running!
War boss!
Stabbers ready!
My hole, my rules! Where's the scrap? Arrow boys! Yeah! Time for slaughtering!
Come on, boys, we can win this.
Ready! Go, go, go! Ready!
Who can we stop? This stinks.
Ready to bash! Here to fight! Attack the geese!
Bring on the fear. Spell stop.
Where's the scrap?
Come on.
Crush him!
This stinks.
Ready! Our voice!
He's better than that.
Holy shit, we did it!
Red and green time! I wanna see
So beat his ass! Get him, Dick Nash! They're gonna smack his ass! Kill him! Beat his ass! He's just doing his victory lap now. Holy hell, we did it. Pyrrhic victory. That was a close defeat before game. Please tell me I'm recording. Okay. I was gonna cry, and then I'd be like, yeah, yeah. Actually, just in case that does happen, I'm gonna save this replay. Oh yeah, these are all my... That's a running joke with me and Kuhn, is we were one time playing Lizardman. I was Nakai, and I got the Sword of Cain because I was like, well, I don't have the public order thing, like malice that the sword gives you, because I don't have a settlement because I'm technically a Horde faction, and just I started beating up all Dark Elf factions, and it was a running joke. I go, is that the Sword of Cain? Bruh. Holy hell. Oh, I know someone's gonna say, like, why didn't you pause during the loan screen? I just want to see what everyone to see what we went through. They came at us with a much better army due to the fact that Marauders of Tzeentch are just better than goblins with short... So, I guess not in the long run. They held the fucking line. Dick Nash and his army of goblins and Araboys. Whew, man, I am so happy that happened. That was I was like, think, okay, at best part, because I don't want to lose Dick Nash. I like Dick Nash. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my, like, personal original Warhammer characters. We're gonna eat them because I want that replenishment. Oh, sweet lord, we did it. Yeah, fuck you, Golgast. Coraxus. Ooh. Oh, the Greenskins, the idol of WAAAAAGH. The Eduna tribe contains many mobs of exceptionally brawny warriors, and they have never lost a battle. This would normally mean a rise in recruiting and large territorial expansions, but the Eduntas are hampered by a great millstone. Are hampered by a great millstone around their necks in the form of the stone idol of WAAAAAGH. Long ago, when the tribes still resided in the Southlands, they had pitched their crude skin huts over the stone ruins of an ancient temple of the lizard creatures. Wazwampa, their shaman, had just begun to use mighty green magics to reshape a vast block into a more pleasing shape when eldritch bolts arced from the stone and struck him. In his death throes, Wazwampa spoke, saying, "The tribe must take this idol to the Badlands." Then the old shaman twitched and shuddered, gasping with his last breath, "Zak-Aloog." At least that's what they thought he said. There was an awful lot of twitching. Being extremely superstitious, the tribe has ever since dragged the monumentally large stone with them as they make their slow journey northwards. Each night they make camp around it, and anyone who dares attack soon learns that the ominous rock is imbued with potent magics. The strange idol glows, granting the Ed Hunters and their shaman mysterious powers. Oh, that's not good. Well, good thing that's not my problem.
I serve only the changer!
Choppers out. Get nasty.
Now we're just gonna siege him out. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. GORK came in. You know, honestly, as much as I want to have, like, more of his base stats, I think I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with looting. Or sacking. Because I think it says to win, we have to occupy, loot, raise, or sack 30 different settlements. So if I really wanted, I could just run around sacking everything. Hit him with that sack attack.
Now they'll see.
You know, we'll wait till level them up. First get WAAAAAGH out of. See, my plan is this. We're gonna declare war next on Teclis's faction, because they are easy prey, because they are techless. Now, this is why everyone's saying, but look at him! He's conquered 4 settlements. 5 settlements. Wow! He must be a warrior of... Are you gonna kill them or not? You know what? I'm gonna have to go over there and finish the job. It's gonna have to be me. You want something done right? Gotta do it yourself.
Anything you say.
Just gonna recruit more. Now we can get down to science scale points. Oh yeah, gnarly tree hugger. We already put him on that path. Freddy Mercury, hinder replenishment. Wait. GORK will fix it. What does this one do? I mean, honestly, sneaky stealing. What is this? Power recharge. Yeah, I'll just say spamming spells. A lot more useful than I give it credit for. Hey, what do we got in the form of, like, gear for our boys? Let's see. I haven't given him any... That's probably why he's not doing so well. Because he's getting beaten up. Oh, that was the... So I want that ward save. What did the tell him? Battle healing cap? Okay, that's... the charmed armor. Do we have an enchanted item? Wait, what does WAAAAAGH have?
Green profit.
Okay, no, he's got the Baleful Mask, so he can definitely take the healing potion. That'd be super duper useful. And for an ancillary... Wait, who has this? Gnarly Tree Hugger? What does this do? Oh, no. Yes. Fucking let Dick Nash have this. Oh, gee. Original gangsta. Alright. Hero not moved.
You're the boss.
I'm literally gonna have to go over there and solve the problem myself, aren't I?
This way.
See, this is why I hate the AI. They're literally at war with this faction, but they're like, nah. Nah. they're like, not my problem. Well, I'm gonna take that auto-resolve. Hey. You gotta admit, I'm gonna say this. If I can win the fight, I did not think I could win that fight. I would think the game was being very generous. So I'm just gonna auto-resolve that one, because that was my plan in the first place, was they're either gonna attack and get auto-resolved, or I'm gonna siege them out. Did they just take that place? Did they do something useful? Okay, fucking. Goblins vary widely in size and habit, but all are mean-spirited and wicked. They are scrawny and gangly with clutching fingers, the perfect sneak thieves. With their shifty eyes and whip-dog demeanor, most goblins act like the guilty party, even when they're innocent. Largely because they spend a goodly portion of every day committing malicious acts, with any remaining time spent denying it or trying to sneak off. As a result, a goblin's life is fraught with danger. Their grasping nature and penchant for thievery means scraps break out within their own mobs frequently. It is dangerous to turn your back on your comrades, as backstabbing is rife within a goblin camp. If that isn't enough to contend with, orcs frequently kick gobos simply to show off who is bigger. Hungry orcs are even worse, certainly not being above having a few goblins to tide them over between meals. Despite all this, goblins are ridiculously prolific and thus accept the steady loss of their fellows' lives as a given, so long as it's the other guy. Goblins gather in great masses under the tyranny of an orc leader, or in widely varying tribes of their own. Regardless of whether a goblin is a lackey under the heel of a domineering orc or the member of a distinct tribe, goblins make for lackluster troops. They can defeat an enemy through weight of numbers, especially if they can attack from a flank or even better from behind. Goblins prefer to attack defenseless foes, and shooting arrows from a distance is likewise popular. Goblins are the cleverest of greenskins and are the primary builders amongst their kind. From the construction of crude engines of war to the rickety watchtowers that guard encampments, goblins provide the know-how, if not always the brute labor. It was goblins that learned to stitch beast hides into wings, make wheels for chariots and other dead useful things. Shit, I think that this will be it for the Oracles of Tzeentch. Which means now we have to contend with... I read that as King Yamahaka. And it made me think of King Yemma from Dragon Ball, and I was all like, oh man, King Yemma's here? I'm fucked. There ain't no way that I'm not going to hell for my crime for being an orc. Which, okay, I'm gonna say this. Sending an orc into DBZ would be the worst thing ever. Like, especially DBZ Hell. Hang on, what's the, Oh, this is the cost. I can't get an upgrade that makes it like... Honestly... Yeah, honestly. I've never really used an orc, a goblin shaman before. And nah, we'll just keep going. And if... Granted, it is goblins. Oh, right, yeah, because I made the target of that WAAAAAGH the one dude. Well,
I have seen the future.
What happens if I make my WAAAAAGH target someone that I'm not at war with? Because I kind of want to set it to the Fortress of Dawn, because that's a defendable position. Attack leveled up? Alright, sweet. Tight. Oh, how's he doing on recruits? Okay, he's got his goblins. I underestimate these guys. They have the spines of cowards, but you put them in numbers. They just fought off a Lord of Chaos, a worshipper of Tzeentch. They're cool in my book. It's going to be a couple of turns before like we're back at 100% strength. And also, I didn't need to get these guys, in all honesty, because I forgot I have these unlocked. And I always hate how I forget these. So we're going to get the Swamp Things. And who else do we got? That is... Let's see, we have We lost some of our archers, so I'll actually replenish that with a Rusty Errors. I honestly could replace this Squig Herd. They really aren't as useful as our... The Swamp Things. The Swamp Things are an infamous pack of river trolls who have been a constant nuisance to the Reichlanders. Skulking in the stagnant, fetid marshes of the River Reich, they use their weed-like hides as they float like clumps of weed or flotsam, or lie in wait in muddy banks until small boats or unwary travelers get into munching range. Being sent into the marshes around the River Reich is considered one of the worst punishment details imaginable by the state armies of the Reichland. Even the hardiest soldiers hesitate when ordered there. Those with stern hearts and keen eyes may live to see another day, but the rest become meat for the Swamp Thing's larders. Huh, I did not know that about the Swamp Thing. Oh god. The Rusty Errors. Piercing arrow is debilitating enough, yet all manner of filth and corrosion is loosed from the crude bows of the Rusty Errors. They are also infamous for their use of bizarre and strange weaponry and tactics, often fueled by the overuse of powerful fungus-brewed poisons and hallucinogens. These very same brews are often applied to their arrows. You are to count yourself lucky if you merely experience mind-shattering hallucinations when struck by one of these tainted arrows. It's far more likely you will die a hideous death as the fungus quickly spreads through your body, its tendrils clawing through your insides before sprouting from your skin to unleash its spores on the next doomed soul. Oh. That sounds horrible.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
Okay, so I'm thinking about this. Can we win this? Because we gotta remember.
Master of high magic.
She's gonna have this too. Okay, so... I mean, ironically, I'm not scared of the infantry of the High Elves. I'm more scared of the shit...
Archmage.
Like, actually, while I'm here... Let me check out what our heroes do. Never mind. Hold up. Wait a minute, let me put some quarters in. Alright, we only got shamans there. This one. Okay, they have training. Wait, what does a goblin big boss do?
Boss?
What abilities does this small guy have? Okay, he has scavenge and damage walls. That's vaguely useful. I think okay. What do the big guys get? No, they also have hinder replenishment. Is there no? Hang on. What with a giant river troll hag? How do we get river troll hags again? Okay, she has replenished troops. Okay. Well, we can't really repair anything, so...
The great green prophet.
You know, honestly, I might just... You know what? While we wait for Wurzog to recharge his batteries, let's try and see if we can get...
Not a chance.
No, there's a fucking chance. Do you want to live to see tomorrow? And this isn't high... This isn't a high area of Celeste corruption? It looks like it's got, like, fucking skin lesions. Whatever. I guess they want this smoke. Would I win this if I actually fought it? I feel like I would. Now, see, that's the messed up part, because I don't just want to auto-resolve it. Maybe we could try it, why not? It says decisive. The worst that can happen is... Because if anything, the thing about Error Boys, I'm going to explain real quick, is... The thing about Error Boys is that they also have decent melee combatant, which means... Because they're fucking orcs, which means that usually if they have to get into a scrap with a lesser enemy, And they only have 2 harpies, and we have 4 ranged units. So if really push comes to shove, we can probably, like, focus fire them down with 2 units. I would like that hill, but I don't know if they're going to give it to us. If it would really work out for us. But hey, we can try. Okay, so... Because what we want to do is we really want to just sacrifice our front line, if anything. Because they're goblins, that's what they're for.
What you want?
God, look at them, they're so hideous. Oh, and they all have one eye. Oh, I get why they have one eye, because they're... Okay, they were like, oh, every day I'm hustling, and then they were like, nah, we're not hustling.
Ready?
Probably
Now,
want to
boys.
turn these guys a little bit.
We the great tide. Raiders to battle.
See, the AI is going to do something really annoying, as in they're going to, like, take 8 years to do anything.
Stabbers ready! Moving fast! Moving fast!
Here we go. Crush 'em. Arrow boys.
See, start putting the smoke on them early, boys. Because they're flying units. They're very weak to... Yeah, see, look how fast that barrier is already gone. And then...
Watch ya. Run, boys.
Squiggy it! No, for nasty!
Arrow boys. Slaughter. Wow.
Stab him! Gonna kill him! We is better than them! Stickers ready! We is gobbers! Spells ready! Gonna kill him!
What? Come on in. Crush 'em.
hit them with the...
Choppers ready. All watch ya. Crush 'em. Gorbos. Arrow boys.
You hit them too? See, because we have the high ground, we should actually have the advantage in the fight. Because they're going to be more tired. And these guys aren't. Because again, you've all run up a hill in real life. It's like that in Total War. Having the hill will generally mean you can do a lot more. And the thing that's good about fighting Chaos armies is the pure fact that if their morale gets low, they start to die. Like that. See, I was worried there because, again, I didn't know if the blue horror, how good the blue horrors were in Melee. I think it's the pink horrors that are slightly better. I don't really know. I've never played Tzeentch before. Because I'm not an idiot. I'm not calling people who like Tzeentch an idiot. I just am saying, from a lore perspective, I don't like Tzeentch. Of all the ruinous powers, I think he is the... You have to be the stupidest one to worship. Which is weird, because I think he sounds the best on paper, because it's like, take control of your own destiny. But here's the thing. You are no longer in control of your destiny. Tzeentch at any moment can just take you away. Can just ruin your life. And you can't stop him. Tzeentch doesn't like to be outplayed. Khorne is the one I would end up probably... It's weird because I'm the wizard. I'm a wizard, so I'd be like, you think I'd like Tzeentch? But no. If I had to worship a ruinous power, it would probably just be Khorne, because at least Khorne would kill me instantly for worshipping magic. And, what the fuck? I could loot this, but, only 500? Are you serious? Well, to be fair, sacking we do get. I'll say we'll sack it and then raise it on the next turn. You know, I don't think I didn't I hope you all caught that at the end. Okay, so let's see. Troops return 1. So now I think we should begin our march on what's-her-face. On Teclis's army. Their own worst enemy. When there is no enemy to focus their aggression on, orcs and goblins spend an inordinate amount of time fighting each other. This means tribes that emerge from the constant culling are the biggest and strongest, the most cunning, or at least the fastest, running away being a popular goblin option. Tribes grow when they conquer smaller ones, as most often the winners slay all the opposing commanders and force the remaining warriors to join their tribe. At other times, the process of absorbing the smaller tribes is much more literal, with the winners actually eating the vanquished tribe. We do that a lot in this Let's Play. We do that a lot in this Let's Play. How the defeated are dealt with depends on many how the defeated are dealt with depends on many factors, from how hungry the victors are to how well the opposition fought, or some other more mysterious whim of the war boss. For example, orc war boss Yyfgarl, the famed leader of the Itchy Scabs tribe, never forgave a stone troll for eating the foot of his lucky shaman, Zog. What? When the Itchy Scabs conquered swaths of territory in the World's Edge Mountain, when the Itchy Scabs conquered swaths of territory in the World's Edge Mountains, an area rife with trolls, Yyfgarl, encouraged by Peg-Leg Zog, refused to let any stone trolls join the ranks of the Itchy Scabs. They were instead driven off cliffs, sealed into tunnels, or burnt from afar with flaming arrows. Warriors that have been recently recruited into a new tribe will try to fit in, often adapting some of the common colors, symbols, or icons of their new group. Although some mobs retain a semblance of their old allegiance, for instance, all members of the Blue-Face tribe bear, as one might expect, blue face paint or dye upon their faces. However, many of the blue-faced mobs still carry symbols or tokens from previous tribes, be it the stained shafts of Bloody Spear tribe, or be it the stained shafts of the Bloody Spear tribes, or be it the stained shafts of the Bloody Spear tribe, or the spider symbols favored by many forest goblin mobs. The wide variety of greenskins and general disdain for hygiene gives most greenskin tribes a The wide variety of greenskins and general disdain for hygiene gives most greenskin tribes a disparate and ragtag appearance. Savage orcs in outlandish war paint, and little else, can form up beside flea-bitten wolf riders, while the disciplined and well-armored black orc mobs will fight side by side with mad, cackling night goblins. This kind of muddled disorder is exasperated during a large WAAAAAGH, when many tribes trek great distances to join the throng. For as long as the promise of great bloodshed and plunder remains, any friction between even the most outlandish coalition of disparate tribes is mere inconvenience. A series of good old scraps producing few casualties. However, should the greenskins suffer defeat or face any prolonged period of inactivity, the hostility between rival mobs or tribes will most likely tear any hope of future cooperation to shreds. Only a truly masterful war boss has the willpower, might, and low cunning to keep such self-destructive tendencies under control for long. The most annoying part of playing the greenskins in Warhammer 1 was that was a feature.
GORK, send me to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised that Kairos is gonna
Attack.
be a real... I'm gonna just auto-resolve that. We already got our... Kairos got his chance in the sun. Okay, so... what happens if I call to Law on this bitch? We're gonna do MORK, obviously. Missile strength. No, actually... what's our army primarily made of? Okay, no, yeah, we're gonna go with melee. To GORK! Whack! Oh, why did Wurzog level up? Is it because he called a WAAAAAGH? He's just like, alright, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna get Fury of the Prophet. Fury of the Prophet. Fury of the Prophet. The Prophet is the Fury. The Fury is the Prophet.
Blast them good.
Is Gnarly Tree Hugger actually going to do something? Pyrrhic Victory.
His spells are charged.
But we're going to begin this war in earnest. I'm going to get Vindictive Glare. That way he can at least do some damage when he's not, you know, actively just debuffing the enemy. You know, it might be smart for me to, like, merge some of these units that are, like, lesser.
Choppers out. Kill everything.
Oh, yeah, now it's decisive, so we're just going to... Loser. And we're going to raise that, because I have no interest of conquering territory near the Tomb Kings. We're leaving, don't worry.
On the wall. I like it. I'll crush them all.
Take that, Oracles of Tzeentch. Now, where do we go from here? That's a good-ass question, Yyfgarl. Probably upgrade Zoltan. Upgrade this for more money. Because I'd like to have access to Death Hags. Strictly just for them, their replenishment. Could care less. Granted, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure that most units... Actually, can I, like, switch Wardog stance to, like, channeling? No, I can't. Wait, does he not have the channeling stance? That's weird. Alright, that should be the turn. Alright. I've done some upgrading for my units. Our Dylan's boys, Dylan's boys, Dylan's boys. Fuck yeah. Dylan's boys, Deshimiers, Dylan's ticklers have all been given upgrades, so now they're bonus against large. They're now anti-large. We've also given the Savage Orcs Dylan Smashes, and we're going to call these guys... the ball slappers. Yeah, I'm not a juvenile at all. Now I could start besieging this chick.
I cannot rewrite reality.
See, that's the thing. She's only got like
Even
16
the
troops.
Loremaster could not.
But in actuality, she's got, let's see, so 4, 8, 11. So she's got actually
This is absurd.
27 troops, which with we have with our WAAAAAGH. Oh, we outnumber her.
Profit. Wah!
It's gonna be a Pyrrhic victory, but we're gonna actually, you know, part of me thinks we should wait for the siege update to come out.
Who has come?
Oh right, I was gonna try and wait for oops.
Spell snooze.
Or whatever. Alright, let's get Dick Nash out of there. Back to Talakwa.
This is my land. Children, ready.
We're gonna actually give him these guys, because I'm not really a huge fan of using Goblin Cavalry. Oh, hang on. With a pining cry to the great weird moon, Morsleb, these wolves carry their goblin riders to war. They are led by Graf Mankfur, a goblin warlord, and Sheka Fangtooth, a flea-bitten but powerful goblin shaman. On Hexenstag and Gehennenstag, the only times in the year where both Manslib and Morslib are full, this wolf pack is particularly ferocious, roaming across the landscape at seemingly supernatural speeds, howling wildly upon the twin moons, their eyes glowing with an unholy light. After riding their enemies down, what grim prizes these goblins claim is their own dark, devilish business. Oh, God. The Warlord's boys are a bunch of sneaky, venal, stabby gits, a suitable befitting bodyguard for the treacherous Warlord of the Eight Peaks. They gained much renown during the skirmishes against the Skaven and Carrick Eight Peaks. The Warlord's boys don Skaven skins and approach checkpoints, knifing surprise guards. New breeding chambers were doused in squig oil and set ablaze. Several Ramcheckle watchtowers collapsed simultaneously as the Warlord's boys pulled pit props from the shafts, undermining them. All across the Eight Peaks, the Warlord's boys descended on the newly conquered Skaven territories, laughing as they hacked furry bodies to pieces in the vicious tunnel fights. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through the Warlord's Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will have to get. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will have to first. Any stunty or furry git who wants to have, or any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through to. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skars, or the worst part is my brain legitimately is like, any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through. I almost said the. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through the. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will. Any stunty or furry git who wants to get to Skarsnik will first have to get through the Warlord's boys, and even if by some miracle that happens, Goblo will chew them up and spit them out. Oh, Death Creepers. Fucking. The stealthy Death Creepers are an elite mob of spider riders led by the infamous chieftain Snaggle the Grobspit. Under his vengeful leadership, the Death Creepers have terrorized the forests of the Drekvald and beyond, their daring guerrilla raids laying waste to Imperial provinces. It was Snaggle's valiant charge straight into a line of handgunners that broke the Empire's flank, leading to what is now known as the Forest Road Massacre. It was the Death Creepers who silenced the central watchtower at Glomstadt, slipping across rooftops under cover of darkness before paralyzing the watchmen with poisoned darts. Their foes whisper that Snaggle and his riders can creep straight out of the shadows, and perhaps it is true. The Death Creepers have grisly trophies in their wake. Strung-up knights, horse and rider alike, hang cocooned and drained dry along the forest road, their shriveled husks swaying in the wind as a dire warning. After battle, they claim the feathers of fallen Imperial soldiers, soaking them in blood before adorning their weapons and shields with the macabre talismans. Though the Red Venom tribe has long faded into history, Snaggle and his riders still bear their distinctive striped feathers and war paint. With each victory, their legend grows, and as long as there is battle to be found, Snaggle and the Death Creepers will be there, lurking in the dark, eager to strike again. Oh my. Lots of reading this episode. Oh, right, I probably should, actually. Since this will be a front line, I should probably get my tribal boys going. Alright. We're currently moving our way, or Warg up to scout and see if we can find Teclis's actual army, which is probably up near Sotek's Trail. Probably now moving back, because fuck us. Am I right? So how good are they on health? They've been steadily decreased.
Send in the spiders.
So how are we doing? Oh, they're mostly Lothar and Seaguard, but yeah, I think we can take this fight. we're in. Now, how long do we have? We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes of playtime. Now, I actually think we want to try and take them. Let's see, so what is...
Orc speaks.
Now, we have to be careful, because some of the Lothran Sea Guard are actually very threatening. So I'm going to put our Lord over here and actually have them sit back here. Right here in this woods. Because that makes our ranged units actually have... reduces our damage we take from ranged units and cavalry charges. Alright, so... and plus that puts us right near where our reinforcements will be. Funny, oh, actually, never mind. I was going to say, funny how I have my whole army hidden and they still know exactly where to face. And then it dawned on me that I have my army right here. So, yeah. Also, while we wait, I'm gonna have I want to have like a talk real quick about what you think I should do. Should I have like the AI have my details up always so you guys know what I'm doing, or would you prefer I don't have that and I have my the HUD off like this? You know, that way we all get a better view of the battle. I mean, look at this. Look how much we can get in. I ain't gonna lie, these goblins... You know, I've got a newfound respect for them. After, you know... To be fair, Dick Nash did do most of the heavy lifting and probably morale. Now we're gonna start moving in. Because here's the thing, our best bet, in my opinion, for victory is we have them lock up with the units, and we have Gnarly just attack their ranged units. What spells does he have? He does have Vindictive Glare, so he can blast them. I think we mostly just win this due to just sheer archery power. But yeah, if you play base game, you'll notice that a lot of armies will just field a bunch of archers or ranged cavalry, and it'll be like valiant defeat, and you'll actually play it, and it's like you win, like close victory, and it's like what? From what I gather, the auto resolve favors ranged weaponry. Come on, hustle, boys. Just gotta move them in. I mean, I won't lie, I do like this little camera view better. Because I was watching a guy, he was playing ogres. And he was kind of like a VTuber. Not like a VTuber, like, you know, he's got like, but he had like an avatar of like an ogre paymaster, and I thought that was cool. But I noticed he wasn't using the HUD, and I'm like, oh yeah, that does give you a better tactical view. I don't know. Someone gonna say, someone say, Yyfgarl, don't worry about what like others are doing, do what you want to do, and I'm like, yeah, but if it makes the video look better and more fun to watch, because that's always my biggest fear is that these fights are just boring to watch. Just look at this green tide. They may have the skill, but we have the numbers. We're gonna show these fuckers what the Boshin War was all about. Look how deep I can go. I can even see under the earth. Just seeing them. Ah, fuck. You know, if there's like a Warhammer, like, MMO, I totally should get Kuhn into that. Oh, hey, it's the default goblins from the old game. Okay, that's a face literally only a mother could love, and even then, I'm pretty sure a goblin's mother doesn't love that. Do goblins have moms? This makes me sad I can't play a goblin in, like, Neverwinter Nights. I want to play, like, a goblin warrior. I could play, like, a gnome fighter. That'd be kind of funny. See, we're walking... The reason we're walking them there is their fatigue does not go down... See the thing... Or... See the reason we're walking them there is they don't lose fatigue as they, See, the reason we're walking there is they don't lose fatigue as they walk. That way they aren't tired when they get there. Because being tired has a bunch of debuffs. Like, they're just... Your melee attack and everything just... goes right down. And for fighting people who are literally... Like, look at these guys. No, look at these guys. They are much better equipped than us. I mean, their helmets look fucking stupid. God. Didn't know they worshipped Dan Aykroyd. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, hang on, we were moving them up here. We should probably thin out the line more. That way we just have more. Because here's the thing, they only have like 4 melee units, and we have 6. Now someone's going to say, Yyfgarl, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win. And then I'll say... Actually, you know what? We have their range. We need to start moving now.
Stabbers ready! Stabbers ready!
Actually, you attack these
Gonna
guys.
kill him! We don't want!
And then...
Araboys! Slaughter! Bring us to battle! Choppers out!
Fight for more!
Let's go!
Let's scrap! The land's already!
I'm coming from the side! Snarly tree hugger! With a steel chair! Holy fuck!
An enemy wizard has come.
I love his like maniacal little glare. Where he's like, ah, ah.
Araboys!
The spells of death!
Oh, they're on skirmish mode. So their most useful unit is completely just been rendered irrelevant.
Destruction awaits.
Blood boys!
My orders!
Come on, hit him again. Hit.
Your first bill!
Man, I am never making fun of Vindictive Glare ever again. Oh, yeah.
We are lost.
Araboys!
Right, Shaman! Stickers ready!
Araboys!
Okay, so I now want you all to go help him. Help them.
Ready to bust. Moving fast.
It would be nice if we can get army losses, but the fact is most of their army has just run away. So go help them, because they're eventually going to hit a wall. See how they now have to start turning around? Because they're like, oh, if we keep running, we're going to...
Goblins! Got him!
And now I'm going to rush over here to help out my boys.
This is where we'll have ya! Goblins! Get him! Stop us, Mother!
I fucking knew it.
Goblins! Right, Shaman!
And with the wah, move over here.
Moving fast! Shifting!
And maybe we'll get lucky and just absolutely obliterate them. Oh!
Right then!
Let's get him.
Gotta kill him!
And you know what? Just... Okay, they're pissing their pants now, so we can...
Still time.
And army losses just kicked in.
Shaman!
Probably not the decisive victory it predicted, but again, it's a more honest victory. Or not. Okay, I'm recording. I was about to say, I was gonna cry a little bit. It's like... See, if I have one tip I can give to people who are gonna play Total War, never let auto-resolve dictate how you feel when you win a battle. Like, if it says decisive and you get a close victory, don't feel too bad about it. You know, the game expects everyone to be playing optimally. The reason why ammunition is so OP in auto-resolve is the fact that the auto-resolve treats it that every arrow was used. So, like, if I brought an entire stack of archers, it would act like I won an entire... Which, it might not be the best choice. I think it takes other things in, but, like, if you have, like, a few frontline... Like, I don't know. Like, the auto-resolve does not make sense sometimes. It does value ammunition highly. Yeah, we're gonna loot and occupy. Hell yeah, it's our territory now.
The tribe's ready!
Just gotta repair some things first. Like, give us more income. What does this give us? Minus corruption? Okay, how's the Fortress of Dawn
I
looking?
cannot rewrite reality.
See, the reason I'm skeptical, granted, to be fair, wait, what would the map look like if I attacked? He says close victory. What's the map look like? Scout terrain. The issue I have is those towers. Oh, I also didn't notice they had the white lines of trace. Really, the thing I'm worried about is just these archers. Ow.
GORK crushed them.
I know someone's gonna say, like, oh, we came for action. We came for power. It's like, yeah, and I came for fights I can win. And I know I can win. I'm just fucking with you. But no, it's like, my thing is I want to go in there with at least, like... I don't... My issue... If this was a regular straight-up field battle, I probably wouldn't hate it as much. But it's a siege battle, so I have to be careful. And, actually, you know what? I will take a battering ram just for the sake of... I mean, honestly, more siege towers. We gotta, like...
Smash 'em good.
We gotta, like, make sure they don't get nothing.
This is my land.
Right now, Dick Nash is just vibing.
Now's the time.
I could send him into, like, the territory of the Tomb Kings, you know, start fighting them up, but I personally don't want to get bullied by the British and the French. God, the worst thing ever imagined. The British-French alliance. That's essentially what Bretonia is. They're just the Brit. They're like, all the peasants speak with like British accents, but like all the nobles are French. Ooh, definitely gonna give me that. I've wanted the Doom Diver catapults for fucking ever. Wait, did we lose our catapults in that last fight? No, we didn't. I would like to have more. Because I just think... But I don't know what I'd get rid of. Probably the squigs. Probably the squigs. They have not proven to be that great of units. They're nice early game. That's my issue. It's like, I want to phase them out eventually. I guess I can turn them into super squigs. Wait, is one of these actually... Turn them into a super squig and just run them into the units? Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. Where do I get to squig off? I want one of them. Actually, I'd like a giant. I want my friend back. I want my rock friend back. Oh, I like how the video where Quake Rockman died, someone commented a name for him. A little late there, Coon. A little late there. No, I just remembered, like... Okay, so can I still move? Okay, are we doing good? Squiggly beast? What the hell's that? Oh, when the falling... Oh, right. Wait, someone stole my fucking... my pet? Oh, right. I should do these at some point. How long have we been going for? We're going for like an hour and 19 minutes. That's a standard, but you know, I'll do one more turn and then see what happens. Alright. So we're back. Turn 50. Her army is slowly crumbling. See, actually, if you want to know, hero for a day. Despite his diminutive stature, Goblin Big Boss Snorko the Sneak is fondly remembered by Greenskins everywhere as the hero of the Blood Peak Massacre. Finding himself caught betwixt the duel of Warlord Bloodgit the Beater and an Elven Prince upon a Star Dragon, Snorko did as any right-thinking goblin do, pulled his spiked helm over his head and cowered. As the mighty dragon inhaled, preparing to unleash a torrent of fire upon the embattled Bloodgit, the terrified Snorko was sucked into the dragon's gullet where, thanks to his spiked helm, he lodged fast. While Bloodgit clobbered the Elven Rider to death, the dragon choked on the unfortunate Snorko and died shortly thereafter. Only when the battle was won and Bloodgit's black orcs were chopping up the dragon for eating was the hapless goblin discovered. Snorko was pronounced a hero and elevated to the honorary rank of Big Boss in Chief. He did not, however, survive the celebratory beatings. Oh, I heard about this story from a YouTuber. Alright, so actually, if you want to know why I want to, like, keep sieging her out, is she has... They're both wizards. Or, sorry, wizard and mage. Also, I think another issue is just the pure fact they have Great Eagles and War Lions. Now, granted, the War Lions, they're not that bad, okay? I can probably deal with them using some focus fire of range. What I am worrying about is also that you guys gotta remember, she's got these guys too. Oh my fucking God, silver helms. Why is it mostly ranged units? So some of you might be thinking like, Yyfgarl, you could easily run wild on this army in a siege. That's not the point. The point is, I want to make sure that Wurrzag can win this fight with little to no damage.
Spells?
Like, yeah, now it says decisive. I also got an auto-resolve overhaul mod, because it's really annoying. It's not like, you win auto-resolve more, but basically it's like, my cavalry actually is a detriment in this, because it's a siege. Half the fighting is going to be on the walls and in the city. Not going to be very useful. Really, my only issue is... No, I'm going to keep going because I want to get that battering ram in place. Damn it. Say, I'm going to keep sending Warg north, though, to scout out where if Teclis is coming. I don't remember why Teclis sucks. I think it's just that his School of Magic is kind of crap. Oh wait, I just realized we can now recruit. That's a war boss. And we could give him a shaman. Oh, I thought we already had orc shamans ready. Well, might as well get, let's get a, hag going. Okay. Giant river troll hags are hateful and bitter creatures, far larger and more dangerous than their common kin, and invested with an innate ability to shape the winds of magic as they see... Okay, so... As they stir the brackish waters in which they dwell, they prey upon anything foolish enough to approach them and are often used as warnings to teach children not to wander too close to such places. Troll hags savoring the flesh of children over that of all other creatures. The sight of a giant river troll hag shambling from the water in pursuit of her prey is truly terrifying. Her massive bulk glistens with stinking swamp slime as she hefts a huge, crudely wrought net stuffed full with entrapped food. Like other trolls, troll hags have a voracious appetite, eating anything from the smallest tiddler, such as an indolent halfling enjoying a post-brunch nap, to the most enormous whopper, and they have been known to eat unicorns when food is scarce. All manner of things are therefore to be found within their nets. All manner of things are therefore to be found within their nets, including writhing bog octopi, recently captured soldiers, gleaming treasures hauled from the deeps, and other entirely unidentifiable and other entirely unidentifiable treasures hauled from the deeps and other treasures hauled from the deeps and other treasures hauled from the deeps and other entirely unidentifiable but inevitably rotten morsels. When the winds of magic blow especially strong, river troll hags have been known to answer the summons of wizards who would bind them to their will. Equally, orcs sometimes lure them out of their lairs, using live goblins on the ends of long fishing lines as bait to draw them out from the waters. With their bellies full, the troll hag can then easily be convinced to the troll hag can then easily be convinced to accompany a greenskin horde onto the field of battle. Their fearsome nature, massive strength, and their ability to cast all manner of curses and hexes upon their foes, making them terrible enemies indeed. Yeah, although what really is hilarious, though, that terror they unleash is just the winds of death. Not the best. Not the best school of magic. I mean, I guess I get Soul Blight. That's pretty useful. Is that like an AoE spell? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not horrible, but, like, you know, I think orcs get access to, like, other schools of magic. So, like, again, if it's, like, your only school of magic, it's not the worst. Now, we're gonna give that to Dick Nash. We're gonna rename her something. Gonna call her Jordan. Cock. Rip. There. Meet his wife.
From the river.
Okay, so Garrison... So Gnarly is gonna hold the line. Okay. See, that's the other thing. Do I want to have... I want to decide what to do with the cash, but... Or, not the cash. Dick Nash. See, because here's the problem. I start pushing into this territory, I gotta deal with fucking Ponce de Leon over here. And then I gotta deal with, these people. When I could return and start pushing north towards the lizard folk. But you know what? I think I will do on the cash.
Send me to battle. I like it.
Actually, how far can he get on? We'll just have him keep moving this way.
What?
Because that way he can just still replenish and then eventually meet up with Jordan. Or Jordan. The whole thing is it's supposed to sound like a cocky person saying Jordan Cockripper. Alright, I think everything is ending in a pretty good position. Maybe get some
Kill
savage
the
arrows.
geeks.
I would like to have less biggins, but yeah, she's gonna get her ass
Even
kicked.
the Loremaster could not.
Because my goal is just to make this
I
as
cannot
fair
rewrite
of a.
reality.
Because I'm not good at sieges.
Spell
Never have been.
snooze.
Sorry, sieges with big armies. Usually by the a certain point, I can see if I had someone like say Valkia the Bloody. Or a greenskin lord with a flying unit, or a greenskin lord with a flying, nor greenskin lord, nor greenskin lord with nor greenskin lord with a flying mount. That makes a lot of, nor greenskin lord, nor greenskin lord with a flying mount, nor greenskin lord with a flying, nor greenskin lord with a flying mount. That would make this. Oh, my phone just went off. If you heard that. Nor greenskin lord with a nor greenskin lord with a flying. Nor greenskin lord with a flying mount. Or sorry, my brain's having an aneurysm. Like a greenskin lord, or if I had a greenskin lord with a flying mount, that would actually be super useful for this fight. If I had a green, or that's not what I want to say. If I had a greenskin Lord of the Flying Mount, I would able to. If I had a greenskin Lord of the Flying Mount, I'd be able to just send him on to the archers and just slap the shit out of all of them. Or, better yet, fight the giant bird in the air, distracting it. Or, I'd prefer to be able to take down the archers, because that's going to be the big problem in this fight, and why I'm, you know... Because I could just scum it out and just do the 8-turn surrenders. 8 turns. But I do want to fight this. Because that would just be boring. If I only took fights I could win... Because, like, you know... I'll say it like this. The reason I say never let auto-resolve bother you is because sometimes you'll play a fight that says decisive victory and you'll get, like, close victory, and it makes you feel like, oh, am I shittier? Just remember, the AI will always play optimally in this auto-resolve. So, again, this says decisive victory. I could very well cock this all up. So, it's more of my own nerves kicking in. But I will fight it. I just want to, because I've actually never been able to actually get so many fucking... siege towers going. I would like to have at least a battering ram, because here's the thing, being able to bash down the gates while also spilling over the walls would be pretty useful. And how many do we have right now, battering ram wise, or siege tower wise? I think that means this will be our second one. Whatever. But anyways, this has gone on long enough. You've been seeing my brain turn into you've been seeing my brain turn into sewer sludge at this very minute. So I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will take it to the Order of the Loremasters. We will take the Fortress of Dawn. I don't know why I'm here. I autosaved like I was gonna. I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'll just fight it. But actually, you know what? While I do my outro, I'll just and all right. There's Lord hasn't moved. In turn. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Total War Warhammer 3, The Bloody Hands. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. And there comes Teclis. There he comes, ready to turn Gnarly into a fucking banana. Oh, there goes the Cult of Sigmar.
I refuse.
Oh my lord, he's got a Loremaster of Hoeth and a Fire Mage? Man, he's cheating. Oh god, no. Or hang on, you can just pause and read this. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, God. Here you go. You can just pause and read these. So that's a problem.
Never. Nasty magic's ready.
Very, very
This magic
big
is
problem.
real. No.
I wish I could see what his unit was. Ugh. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? What?
This is absurd.
You can do that? You can just leave a city under siege?
Beyond even.
Oh, no, hell no. We're loading that autosave. Fuck the 2 siege towers. No! Fuck the battering ram! Fuck it all! No! No! I'm gonna fucking murder that bitch. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying this. As I've said before I was distracted by all that. We're not fucking saving. That bitch is gonna get put in the fucking ground. There is no way she is denying me my kill. I didn't know you could, like, do that. Literally. No, that bitch is gonna get it. Thank you all for watching. I've been Yyfgarl. I'll see you in the next episode where we're gonna fucking run the block on Thena, who thought that she could run away, but doesn't know that Wurzog can tear a hole in space-time and go back in time on his boar, Spleen Ripper, when he reaches 88 miles per hour. She's gonna see that I am the ultimate wizard, and that her gods suck major penis, and that GORK and MORK are the only gods the world truly needs. And then I'm gonna bludgeon her to death with whatever is nearby. I'll see you all. Same wizard time, same wizard channel. Praise GORK and MORK.